What's up everyone? Drew and Sherb from Misfit Athletics here to talk about cycling the shoulder to overhead. We have two constants no matter what style you're doing in the shoulder to overhead. The very first one is we're going to want those feet a little bit wider than you would normally go. We want this because we want stability. Everyone has either experienced or seen what we call the human pogo stick where they're bouncing all around the gym. We want as little movement on the lower half as possible. So when we're looking at his position here, we want to make sure Sherb's got, kind of lanky legs here. He's going to be able to get away with a wider stance than some other athletes based on how big you are and what your mobility is like. But when he gets into his dip position here, he's going to go ahead and pick up the bar. When he gets into his dip position here, we want to make sure that at the very least our shins are perpendicular with the ground, if not tracking outside of the feet. Now, one of the ways that you're going to be able to test this and really kind of hold yourself to the standard is that when you're in your dip drive, to make sure that we remain powerful, big toe and heel stay on the ground. We don't want to cheat this, roll the toe up and let the knee track out just to say, oh, I can do that in that position. Now we're going to talk about the second constant, and that is your front rack position. I don't necessarily want to say that everyone's going to need to go wider, but we see a lot of athletes with that narrow shoulder to overhead grip. So we want to make sure that we are tracing out from the shoulder to the elbow and then out to the hand. And just like that big toe to create that closed system, we are going to wrap the thumb. So again, those two constants, a little bit of a wider stance for some people, a little bit of a wider grip. We want to be able to trace out to the elbow and now up to the hand, nice closed system. Now, we're going to start to talk about the nuance with how many different styles you can have in a workout. Now, while we would love to give specific prescriptions, we have fitness level, we have size, we have mobility, we have strength. We have all these different scenarios, how tall the athlete is. So we want to be able to make sure that we know how to do all of these styles. So what we do in a warm-up is we'll take 3 different weights and we'll kind of work through those. And what those can do is really give you that peace of mind that when you're going into a workout, okay, if I have to switch to this style, I can. So Sherb's going to go ahead and pick up the bar. And he's just going to start working through some push press here of varying degrees, just in terms of how much pressing he's doing versus how much of that dip drive he's really relying on. And as he starts to work through those, he's going to switch over to the push jerk. He's going to find out how low he can get and stay comfortable in this, how he can still cycle. He's also going to practice a little bit more of that heave if we have to do it. It happens a lot of times with the dumbbells. And then he's going to practice sneaking under. So he's going to go ahead and really kind of almost ditch that dip drive and sneak under the bar. Go ahead and put the weight down. So again, Sherb doesn't need to do this right now, but we need to decide, we're going to know what weight we're using in this workout, and we're just going to start to climb up a little bit, and we're going to start thinking about all of these styles. Now, when you're warming up, when you're skill building, if there's something that feels kind of off, we take a little bit more time to practice that. You can add in some extra sets and just work on one specific style. So again, we want to make sure that we have that nice wide stance with the big toe and heel staying down, nice wide grip, thumb wrap to create that closed system. And then our little shoulder to overhead warm up is going to practice different styles so that in different workouts with different stimulus, you can actually know where to go within the workout. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe for more videos.